G'day YouTubers, my name is Stuart. Welcome to my channel. Today we're replacing the drive shaft seals, prop shaft seals and gear selector seal, all on the lower unit of this 1986 Yamaha 2-stroke 150 horsepower of fun. I'm not a professional, just a guy who loves DIY. Thanks for watching Do It With Stuart. These are the parts. We've got two. These are the seals that we're using. 2 prop shaft seals, 2 drive shaft seals. That large seal there we didn't even put in. For the gear shifter, and then we've got... If you're looking for parts, go to your Yamaha dealer, they'll help you out, no worries at all. Just give them the year and the model number of your motor. They give you everything you need. Or you can go online. It's a bit trickier, but if you go to the shop, at least you know that they know what they're talking about, so that's good. There's the codes. Okay. So remove the cotter pin. Start by removing the split pin with some pliers, screwdriver, and whatever tools you need. Maybe. Always the way when you're on camera, isn't it? Once you've got that out, remove the castle nut. There's a washer behind it, take that off. Remove the propeller. Remove that, whatever you call that bearing thing. The seals we're replacing are just behind that. I put a mark on my what's-he doodad so I could put it back. So you remove, there's a 12mm bolt on the top of that. There's a plug. Take that out, remove that bolt, and then there's 3 14mm bolts down either side of the leg. First we're going to drain the oil. Undo the bottom one first, then once you undo the top one, it releases the fluid. Not good. That is not good. It's not even milky water, it's just water. The camera doesn't show it very well, but that's water coming out. Milky, oily water. You can see it change colour. So socket set, you can't use a ratchet and a socket on here. So these open end pin span is pretty good. 14mm that one there is. When we did the impeller we didn't have these. So this one made it a lot easier. To put these
bolts back in where they came from.
I try and lay them down, put them back in where I took them out from. There's a spring washer on the bottom of these as well. If they're rusty, just replace them.
Please, Jared. Don't touch the camera. Take the leg. The leg is coming off. Don't let it drop. Squat down to the ground. I don't need that there. It's lowering down, so you're not holding it.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, you're not holding it then. Lift it back up.
Am.
No, you're not. Because it's lowering down. I don't want it to lower. Lift it up. This is the clip here that we've got to get off. Why is there water dripping out there as well? You don't want that to break. Okay, lower it down now.
Start by undoing the 4 bolts on the housing. Do you remember doing this last time?
No.
Are you being serious? You don't remember doing this last time?
Don't remember doing that.
When we were trying to get it on and twist the
Don't
impeller
remember doing that.
inside the
That was,
metal
I think that was
housing?
Mitchell.
Oh, it was you.
I think it was.
Remove the plastic housing. Inspect the O-ring. Remove the metal cover and the impeller. We only replaced this 3 months ago, so we know it's good. Next,
Okay,
take
Woodruff
off
key
the Woodruff key,
here. And
the metal plate, and gently remove the good gasket.
got 2 parts there.
Under that are the 4
Right,
bolts
we'll undo these bolts here, and this is the other piece
and
here that
a little cover
I'm replacing.
that just sits on there. That just protects the seals. So remove those 4 bolts, and they are holding in a like a shroud, which was very difficult to remove. Use a block of timber underneath your screwdrivers and pry bar and stuff so you don't damage the aluminium
Yes, I heard that.
casting. Specialty tool that they think you have to get into there to do that. Can't even get a socket on there. Look at how close that is to there. Remove that stainless steel spring. That's what holds the seal up against the shaft.
A bit different on the newer motors. Not like this, that's for sure.
Getting this housing / shroud loose and out was the hardest part of the whole job because it was so corroded in there, basically, so it hadn't been out for years and years. I'm guessing I used a very sharp scalpel blade and I scraped all the crusty stuff around the inside.
Cleaned it all out.
Probably took about 15-20 minutes to clean it all.
The best that I can. Doesn't look clean.
I didn't want to use
it's a lot
like
better.
a blade to do it, but
So yeah, we'll see how.
seeing the condition that it was in, I don't think I did any harm to it whatsoever. So oil up the seals.
Christ, no wonder they bloody well wouldn't come out.
Use a bit of gear oil just to lube them up a bit. Helps them slide in.
Do anything.
I did this inside at the dining table. Then just used a socket to tap them down, place them or seat them into place. Work your way around. I could have used a heavier hammer to do that, but I just wanted to go down gently. Then the second one goes in. The spring faces up on both of them. They don't face each other. You just have to be patient, take your time, get it in nice. If you see the clip next to the paper towel, there's 3 little bits of metal on the table. That's the race bearing pieces. They were coming out as I was hitting it so much. I'm glad that I did it inside. If I did it in the shed, I would never have found them again. They sort of just sit in there. But when I put them back in, I greased it and oiled it up. So O-ring goes back on. That was not a new part. I just used the same one. Just a couple more parts that I'm putting on. These pieces here. Two more parts that I put in. I think it's like an exhaust gasket thing or something. I don't know what it is. In the picture there, you can see it. I actually had it on the wrong way there. You turn it over and put it upside down. This is the housing for the gear shifter seal. That's what I'm removing now. 3 bolts and some gentle persuasion. I do have a new part to put on the gear shifter. The gear shifter. I scraped it's got like a round plastic cover. Sorry about the footage. Did that and just pried it up gently. It's plastic, so you don't want to break the little lugs off. But yeah, just again,
I've never
just
done this before.
take your time.
Yeah, it's 10mm.
Be patient.
Undo them.
And it came out.
This looks like it's sealed really well in here, but I'm going to try and get this bit here out. And it's plastic, so don't want to break it. So maybe just gently.
All the parts that I've needed to do this now and in the past, I've gone to my local Yamaha dealer, and if they don't have them in stock, they order them from over east, and they take a few days to come in. And if they don't have them, then they get them from Japan, and it takes a couple of weeks. I even used some WD-40 to try and penetrate it a bit, gently prying. I was just tapping it backwards and forwards just to try and loosen it up a little bit. Once this is done, I'm taking the boat down to the river to swap the trailers over. I've got another trailer that I've been working on, and I need to take the trailer to the boat ramp, come home, get the boat and the trailer, take that to the river, take the boat off, swap the trailers over, put the boat back onto the trailer, make sure it's all fitting nicely, adjust a few different things, and if it works, bring the boat and the trailer home, then go back to the boat ramp and get the other trailer that's empty and bring that home. And then I'll film that, and hopefully you can watch that too. Now I get the WD-40. Should have done it at the start. There's my tip for you if you're watching this video. Anything you're about to take off, just spray a bit of WD-40 on it, or lanolin oil, or spray whatever you've got, CRC. Okay, that's the gear shifter seal. That's another spot that it could leak. I'm not sure if it was leaking. tighten up all these bolts. Grease up the race bearings. That's the housing for those drive shaft seals. I just filled the top of the seals up with grease. Stop any water from getting in there. Grease up the drive shaft. Slide the housing over. Make sure it's facing the right way. So that little notch is facing forward. Put the bolts back in. Tighten them up. A little bit of grease so they come out easy next time. So grease everything up, all your moving parts. Slip that sleeve back in. It went in a lot easier than it came out, that's for sure. If you're a professional, you probably have a torque setting for this. I think if a bolt's tight, it's tight. Awkward little bolts, those things. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't know the torque settings, if there are any. I always snug the bolts up just tight enough. More grease and then put that top cap seal over, on. Thanks for watching. If you've learnt anything or you're getting any tips, please like and subscribe. Thank you. So that's the impeller plate and gasket water pump plate that goes on next. Woodruff key goes in. Put a little bit of grease on that. This seal was a little bit looser around that drive shaft. And it is very important seal that it stays in place when you put the so no water gets in there. Slot of the impeller over the top of it. Make sure it stays in there. If it doesn't stay in there, the impeller will just spin, or it won't spin and the drive shaft will spin and it won't pump any water. I know from experience. So just there, be very careful that it doesn't slip out. Pop it over, make sure all the O-rings, there's 2 O-rings inside that shroud. Make sure they're all lined up properly. Put your 4 bolts back in. Zip them up. Hello. How are you? Thank you. Just hand tighten these. Don't over tighten them. This shroud is only plastic. You don't want to crack it. Geelong will probably win though. I just don't like Geelong, that's all. There's that magic stuff again. So just persevere with it and you'll get it. Spray a bit of lube. WD-40. So yeah, those screws pulled out, so I'm putting new ones in. And I think this time I've just put like a little washer on the screw, just so I've got a little bit more, the heads on the screw, they weren't big enough, so just so I've got a little bit more room for that screw to go into the V of the Jimmy bar. These seals had been replaced recently. Don't be scared. So I'm going to put the spring side, which is the side with the groove, that's the flat side, out, and that one out as well, because that's how they just came out. Then the propeller goes on. Job done. Now, put the propeller back on. The reverse order of how you took it off. I don't know what the parts are called, but there's a washer. It can only go one way. And castle nut. Put the split pin back in, or a new split pin. If the split pin breaks and you put it in reverse, the nut will come undone, the propeller will fall off and go to the bottom of the ocean. So I can get a bit of lift pushing so it doesn't strip. Use the Yamaha GL4 86. Yeah, my angle
Is it probably steep here still?
They gave me a dud at the shop. This doesn't even screw onto this bottle.
At the top. Gasket on there as well. Okay, just got to get this screw in. Then I've got to get this undone. Don't know how I'm going to clean out that tube, how that comes off next time, because it cost me like $30 for that pump. Now I've done that up, I might put it up in the air just so I can get to it a bit easier. A bit like that. Shifter. Well, the big one, you mean?